Hi, everyone. Danielle and Matt Noyes here. Thanks for making the 1 Degree Outside Weather Network part of your daily routine, storms or sunshine.
If you enjoy these videos, we invite you to become a member at patreon.com/1 Degree Outside. Support our mission of continuing to bring accurate weather forecasts and science insights to one and all.
Tuesday Insights. Hi, everybody. Meteorologist Danielle Noyes here. I'm going to cover the next several days through the weekend in detail so you can make your plans. But I'm wondering if you caught Matt's April monthly forecast. Put it out earlier today. I'll link to it right here as well. But it's at the top of our homepage, 1degreeoutside.com, and at the top of our free app, which you can get on the App Store and Google Play. He breaks down temperature, precipitation, what we expect for the entire month of April in New England and across the country. So check it out. Meanwhile, wintry mix arrives for us tomorrow evening in portions of western New England. Another round of it. How much snow, how much ice, how much rain as it comes on through. Sox home opener at Fenway Park is Friday afternoon. I'll have that forecast for you and an important weekend update as well. In the meantime, yesterday we took a look at this map and there were thunderstorms roaring through the southeastern United States. Today, it's areas of snow that have been expanding from the northern plains into the Midwest. This is actually pretty significant spring storm that's taking shape here across the central United States. Snow on the north side, a little bit of everything along that warm front that will come close to us, and then a cold front sparking severe weather again today and the next couple of days. In fact, big area of it from tomorrow, Chicago, Indianapolis, stretching down into northern Louisiana and far northeast Texas. So a number of severe thunderstorms are likely. Flood watches are up. Isolated tornado potential too. Shows the amount of moisture and energy with this system. As it continues to spread east, it will all swing through us tomorrow evening, night, and into Thursday. We'll break down in a second. In fact, by Thursday, there's a very slight risk we could get a few thunderstorms in southwest Connecticut. We'll time that out in a second. But the areas in yellow that extend from West Virginia all the way back down in and around Dallas is where there's an isolated threat for some thunderstorms to become severe or damaging during the day on Thursday. Now, for us, high pressure is going to slide offshore. We get a southeast wind. Our Wednesday's fairly quiet. Expect increasing clouds, slightly cooler than average temperatures, 30s north, 40s south. Even for the evening commute, this is the map at 6 p.m. We're doing all right. Now, as that warm front approaches, we will see areas of snow expanding through Vermont, New Hampshire, Northwest Maine during the evening, generally 8 to 10 p.m. There will be a little bit of sleet and freezing rain mixed in, and perhaps just a touch of it briefly down into southern New England tomorrow evening before it lifts northward. That warm front will also bring milder air in. So any brief burst of wintry mix in central and northern New England especially will tend to change over in the valleys first. And then you notice there will still be a few lingering areas of some sleet and freezing rain early on Thursday morning, some snow in the crown of Maine that will eventually change over as well. So it's pockets of showers the farther south you come, maybe a few downpours, not a washout by any means. By Thursday, late afternoon and evening, the actual cold front swings through. So you notice there may be a few showers, downpours, and isolated thunderstorm, but that risk, again, is greatest across far southwestern Connecticut, down near New York City, and then western Long Island by Thursday evening. The cold front sweeps through. It lingers a little bit on Friday morning, so a shower is possible early on Friday before it clears the coastline. Rest of Friday's fairly quiet. Here's the weekend update I have for you. Next round of moisture comes in, has sped up a little bit. So Saturday morning's dry, but the next round of rain moves in. There may be a touch of snow in northern New England before the changeover. So Saturday, areas of rain fill in. The second half of the day especially looks wet. There are signs that on Sunday it will lift northward. So the northern half of New England may still be dealing with some pockets of rain. There may be a shower in southern New England, but right now it looks like Saturday is the wetter of the two weekend days, at least overall. Saturday morning may start off dry before that next round moves in. So we'll keep you posted on the timing of that. Of course, busy weekend, spring weekends coming up, a lot of plans. Meantime, tomorrow evening and night, how much snow? We took a look at this yesterday and there have been no big changes. The whites indicate, maybe a coating to an inch here. Central northern Vermont, maybe a few higher totals with elevation and the White Mountains and also far northwest Maine. But in general, an inch or two, perhaps a coating back down near the lakes region and then also in some of the valleys before we change over and it gets washed away. Icing, I'm not overly concerned. There will be some pockets of it all the way from northern Berkshire County, southwest New Hampshire. This is not an event like this past weekend. The highest totals, maybe as much as a quarter of an inch, would be across northern Vermont and then stretching into northern New Hampshire, but it's generally light icing. My biggest concern is that you take it slow on the roads and watch for some slippery travel for Wednesday, late evening and night, perhaps lingering into very early on Thursday as well. How much rain is going to fall? This is generally a northern half of New England event. So this is precipitation totals, half an inch to perhaps 3/4 of an inch or either side of that for much of central and northern New England. Southern New England, it's 1/4 of an inch or less. These totals may actually be a little bit generous. So you get the idea. It's not, a total soaking rain or anything like that, but there will be some higher amounts, particularly the farther north you go. All right, Wednesday's high temperatures, 40s for many of us. Maybe we touch 50 in southwestern New England, 30s in the Crown of Maine. Tomorrow night, widespread 30s, but you notice northern New England has the colder temperatures, so that's why there may be some localized slick spots where we're at or around freezing as the pockets of wintry mix lift northward, and then we get that mild air to surge in. So even if there's a very early morning slick spot in northern New England, that gets washed away. We're in the 50s and 60s. And yes, there will be some pockets of rain around, but again, not a washout of a day, a few downpours. Temperatures for many of us climb into the 60s. We may touch 70 in a few spots, and the wind gets gusty too. Out of the south-southwest, we may see some gusts 30 to 40 miles per hour, and isolated higher gusts is possible. Thursday night, I know, it actually stays pretty mild. 30s north, but southern New England, we're still in the 50s. There'll be some pockets of fog that develop, some low clouds, and maybe a lingering shower on the south coast on Friday. Temperatures, though, 50s and 60s again, so a well above average day. The wind shifts out of the northwest about 5 to 10 miles per hour, and that will be the case at Fenway Park, too. If you're heading out for the Sox home opener, 2:10 first pitch, pleasant. Wind blowing from third to first base pretty much through the duration of the game. Temperatures around or just over 60 to start. Clouds, some breaks of sun will cool, depends on how long the game is, right? But through the mid-50s by the ninth inning. Fair and dry. It'll feel a tad cooler with that wind. Otherwise, Saturday's cooler overall. You'll notice the difference. 40s to around 50. Dry start in the morning, and then those pockets of rain fill in. Sunday may be drier, but still some showers around as that front lifts north. So, of course, keep an eye on everything on our app. You can pinpoint your location on there. Videos right at the top. Interactive radar on there, too. The Send to Us tab. We've got it all. Download it for free on the App Store and Google Play. Hopefully this was a helpful update for you. We'll see you with more weather again tomorrow morning.